We're going to kick off now with blurring the line, how digital technology will transform the live experience. So here we are at a live event, and we're going to listen to how we're going to provide a glimpse of how new technologies will blur the line between offline events and online events as well. And the gentleman who's going to share ideas with you is certainly the co-founder and technical architect of one of the world's largest and leading event technology companies and ticket platforms in the world, founded in San Francisco back in 2006. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the Chief Technology Officer of Eventbrite, Mr. Renaud Visage.
Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. The power of live experiences is alive and well. The fact that we are all here gathered at CeBIT in person to get a glimpse of our digital future proves that despite all the technology that invades our lives every day, our fundamental need to connect, to belong, to share with others is stronger than ever. And we started Eventbrite 10 years ago to help bring people together through live experiences. We built technology that is fairly simple to enable anyone to share their passion with others, to play, to grow, to learn, to connect, to spend quality time with friends and families and peers. We brought technology to a field that had been very slow to adapt. And today, Eventbrite powers more than 2 million events every year around the world, processing more than 2 million tickets every week. That's 2 million people coming together every week to attend live experiences like this one. Since we started the company, we've had the chance to be able to leverage 3 major trends in technology: the rise of social media, the mobile revolution, the emergence of platforms as the next computing architecture for the web. And in doing so, we've transformed slowly but surely the entire ticketing industry, making anyone, giving anyone the ability to create and organize events very seamlessly. But what does Eventbrite do? Out of the 2 million events we power every year, we cater to a wide range of human interests, from a cooking class like this one in San Francisco, a very niche event, to races in the mud. Who would have thought this was going to be a trend? But 5 years ago, Tough Mudder decided that they were going to launch this race, and today they're one of our biggest clients. To much larger events like conferences and festivals with thousands of attendees. This is the Holy Festival of Color, which was a concept that was brought in from India and launched in major cities around Europe and the US. This is the one in London, for example. To large music festivals like Bonobo, the live experience is the final frontier in digital. By their very essence, events are offline. And online technologies have fundamentally changed so many things in our lives every day. Think about how you listen to music, how you read the news, how do you keep track of where your friends and families are. Compare that with 15 years ago, and the difference is staggering. Events, on the other hand, haven't really evolved over the last 15 years. The experience is quite fairly similar to what it used to be. And while most of us now are used to buying tickets on their mobile phones, and this is something that we push hard, getting rid of the paper tickets, which we thought were completely antiquated, that is nothing to compare how digital, this is nothing compared to how digital technology will be baked into every single major live experience that you will experience in the future. Does this mean that technology will take center stage and steal the show? That our offline experience, the one we enjoy, where we can actually connect with fellow human beings, will move entirely to a digital experience? Well, let's take VR, for example. This is a very hot technology. Everybody's raving about it. They promise the demise of live experiences to a much better online experience using virtual reality goggles, for example, from the comfort of your living room. And if you can easily imagine attending a music festival, for example, and being able to board a drone that will fly right over the stage and give you a first-person view of your favorite band. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that to happen. Or think about attending the next NBA game from a courtside seat right there next to the action. Well, actually, this is already possible. The NBA partnered with NextVR to launch their VR experience. And once a week, you can attend in virtual reality one of the games that the NBA offers. And I firmly believe that we will see more and more events take advantage of virtual reality. It's great technology. It allows you to live almost like if you were there. You'll be missing a lot. You'll be missing the cheering of the crowd, the energy that you feel when you're in a packed place routing for your team. But it will be a great replacement if you are unable to attend. And there's no doubt that you'll see a lot of these technologies out there at CeBIT, and they're definitely there and there to stay. So there's a valid concern that virtual spaces will become so compelling that people will lose touch with their humanity and decide to stay in the comfort of their living room. I don't know if you've read the book Ready Player One. It's about a virtual world where you're in this fabulous world where you can do so many things, and people end up living in haptic suits with their VR goggles 90% of the time. Is this really the future we're envisaging for the human race? Are we going to become like the Borgs in Star Trek, wearing our goggles and being completely devoid of human contact? Whoops. At Eventbrite, we're very convinced that live events are here to stay and that they will never disappear. Virtual reality will not kill the live events, just like video conferencing hasn't killed the in-person meeting, or live streaming hasn't killed the music festival. Actually, on the contrary, this is the attendance over the years for Coachella, which is probably one of the largest and most successful music festivals in the world on the West Coast. In 2011, they introduced live streaming, and maybe surprisingly for a lot of people, attendance skyrocketed in the following years. This was a great first contact with the live experience. Experiencing it through live streaming made people want to attend even more. And I think we're going to see a similar trend for VR, AR, and all these new technologies that are more about the display than anything else. And the truth is, live experiences have turned into social capital. And we see that as a validation of our assumption. If you take, for example, the first generation of digital natives, the millennials, as we call them, 2/3 of them would rather spend money on experiences than on things. The car is not a status symbol anymore. The new status symbol and the social currency is the things they do. The yoga retreat they went to in Aspen the other week, the live concerts they saw the last night with a bunch of their friends. That's what they post on their social networks, not the latest and brightest gadget that they bought last week. To them, great experiences and memories are what they aspire the most to. And do you really want to be sharing that on social networks as the way you enjoyed yourself last night at the music festival? That's not a very compelling vision for what happiness is about. So the way we see VR in the live event space is that it's a natural evolution of broadcasting, particularly suited for some types of events like sporting events, festivals, concerts, or any seated event in particular. But it will never replace the excitement and the memories you will forge for having been there, for having experienced the live experience as a first person. So we believe that technology's primary role in the live events space will be to facilitate and improve the real-life experience while drawing as little attention to it as possible. So if it's not eye-catching holograms or VR headsets or robots even, what technology are we talking about? And I like this quote from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. We're stuck with technology when what we really want is just stuff that works. And I feel that's one of the main problems with technology in general. We're so fascinated by the technology itself that we forget about the experience we're creating, the combination of software and hardware to make it forget that it even exists, to create a seamless experience, and that's what we are trying to do. So let's take a look at what the live experience today is made of. And the first step is finding something to do. And for us, this is like the most heartbreaking experience. It often starts with a search on Google for, what am I going to do this weekend? And then you maybe check your friend's social media to see what they're planning to do. And then you end up on sites that have listings and listings of events that you don't know the quality of, you don't know if they fit your interests, you know very little about the context, and it knows nothing about you. Furthermore, expectations have changed. Today, we live in the right now era. You have your phones on you at all times. You want to book things whenever you think about it, wherever you are. You want satisfaction right now, and I'm on your camp. I think the real innovation in the space of event discovery will come over the next 4 years from being able to intelligently gather all the signals about you, about your context, your interests, your friends' interests, where you are, where you're traveling to, and combining that into relevant recommendations extracted from a global inventory of live experiences. And today, there is no such thing. There is no one site that has all the things that are possible to do this weekend. And this is something we're spending a lot of effort on. And to be able to match this global inventory of live experiences with your interest, this is where technology will shine bright. Think AI, think machine learning, think algorithms to extract your intent when you're actually browsing on your mobile and combine that with all the things that are possible to give you the best recommendations possible. Wouldn't it be cool if we knew your music interests because we were connected to your Spotify account somehow? And we knew that you were going to Berlin because your calendar says so, and that you're going to a tech conference, and oh, we have a great offer for you. Isn't that more compelling than the current experience? That is what we're going to be striving for to provide to all our attendees all over the world. Another thing is that you want to be able to book now, and currently you're taken from the listings website to the aggregator website to the ticketing website, and when you go to, then you have to print your ticket, etc. So we believe that the future lies for us in distributed commerce, and our first integration was with Facebook. We launched that about 6 months ago as a pilot, and today a lot of our events are being automatically published by the event organizers to Facebook. And it allows you as attendees to, as soon as you find the event on Facebook, to be able to book with the credit card that you have on file with Facebook. A much more seamless integration than whatever we had before. You stay on the platform, and distributed commerce is going to be an area we're investing a lot in. And we have already signed a few partnerships that we will be launching in the next upcoming weeks. And this is very exciting for us. Now let's transport you to Orlando, Florida, because I think the at-event experience also can benefit a lot from digital technology. You wouldn't think as Disney as a company that would innovate in the space, but they actually have. This is the Magic Band. It's an RFID bracelet that is sent to you when you book your Disney tour package. It allows you to do everything in the Disney world. And they've been able to put that together because they control the end-to-end experience. They control the e-commerce side. They control the hotel you're staying in. They control the park. They can install whatever hardware they want in the park. And once you get this in the mail, as soon as you arrive to the venue, to the hotel, it would unlock your door. The bracelet will let you pay for everything. As soon as you enter the park, you just tap on the console and you'll be let in. You'll have been able to pre-book all your rides, so the 1 hour long waits that you've had to endure all this time in the past will be something that you don't have to be subjected to anymore. You will just walk right in. It lets you pre-book your meals so that when you get close to the restaurant, it starts preparing it and is all ready for you when you arrive. It's a great solution, and this is something we aspire to build for the millions of events that are using the Eventbrite platform. We want to provide an end-to-end solution for events, going all the way from planning, organizing your events. A couple of weeks ago at South by Southwest, we launched our Eventbrite venue platform, which is built for small to medium-sized music venues and allows them to plan and book the artists that will perform in the upcoming weeks. This is a solution that is tightly integrating with our ticketing platform. And with the addition of ad-event technologies that we're building, we will have one of the first solutions end-to-end for the music industry. You'll notice that I haven't talked about the actual technology that is used, whether it's for the Magic wristband or for any of the things that I've talked about. I think technology needs to disappear and help you really focus on the experience that you're living through. The name of the technology doesn't really matter. What counts is the interaction that you create around your hardware and your software to make it a much better experience than what was possible before. So let's have a closer look at the type of experiences we're thinking about for the ad event space. First of all, seamless tracking is coming for sure. It's already in place in a few events around the world. Venues like this will be equipped with sensors all over the place. The cost is dropping. The range is improving. At races, for example, you'll be wearing RFID tags or whatever new technology comes along, and we'll know exactly where you are. We'll give you your bib when you come in for registration. We'll let you pre-order your drinks, pre-order your merchandise, do everything you can by knowing where you are. And tracking will give a lot of information back to the organizers so that they're able to optimize their workforce, their layouts, and improve the events over time. Quick access is one of the main pain points in the event industry. I mean, you saw it today. If you came at 9 a.m., the lines were very long in front of CeBIT. And this is something I think that will be forgotten very soon. This is a first look at our access point. It's a brand new design. It's our first hardware product. We haven't launched hardware before. We're purely a software company. It's fully integrated with the Eventbrite platform. It gets delivered. It's easy to configure by the event organizers. It allows you to control the main entrance, but also the VIP section, the speakers lounge, the sponsorship hall, the music streaming hall, whatever section you want to create, it will be tied to your ticket, and you will be able to upgrade as you enter the place and decide that you want a VIP experience after all. This is all connected, and it is what we envision for the future of live experiences. And taken one step further, cashless payments is also something we're investing in. You should be able to pay with the same bracelet that you use to get in the venue. You should be able to connect with others as well, and maybe send money to your friends so they can buy the t-shirt that they wanted. Finally, I think organizers of events have been in the dark as to where their participants are, what they're doing. I'm sure CeBIT has no idea who's in the room now, and I feel that's a subpar experience. They should be able to connect with you because you're here, because you're in this precise moment right now, and I should be able to send you my slides or whatever I decide is interesting to you. Data is going to be a critical aspect of the event management of the future. And when you have this type of sensors and devices connected, you can create a much better experience. This is the map of Boomtown, a festival in the UK. You can see it's a pretty complex map. It has a lot of different areas. Some of them have camping grounds as well. And what we want to provide is, again, an end-to-end solution for these type of venues that will give a lot of data insights for organizers to plan better for the next year, to adapt as conditions change during the event, and to really create the type of data structure that makes their events a lot more intelligent. For organizers, I think this is the biggest change coming. They've been fairly non-technical up to now, and our role at Eventbrite is to create the tools and both the products and the software to manage the experience in a very easy-to-use manner. And data is the language between organizers and sponsors. Let's not kid ourselves. A lot of events survive because of sponsorships. The more data we can give to organizers to sign better deals, to prove that there was engagement with the sponsors during the event, the more valuable live experiences will become as a way to market products and services to the audience. Finally, I think the role of the event organizers will change. They will need almost to be new tracks in universities to teach how to be a good event designer. You won't necessarily need to know how to code or how to put these things together, but you'll need to understand how to leverage all these data that will be coming in. And if you look at the flux of people inside CeBIT, for example, it's going to be an incredible amount of data. So how do you, as an event organizer, leverage all this data, understand what's possible, and monetize all the components that you're offering to your attendees along the way? This is, for us, the big challenge in the future. So I hope you've enjoyed my sharing some of our vision for where the live experience is going. I think the key for us will be to transform the live experience in a way that doesn't attract attention to the technologies used, and that will help you focus on the things that you do best, which is enjoying your human interactions with attendees that are gathered with you. And we at Eventbrite are working very hard to make this future a reality, and I thank you for your attention.